Episode 2 begins with all the boys from Section E teaching JJ self-defense. They want her to be able to protect herself if someone attacks her again. Just like last time, during training there's a silent rivalry going on between Yuri and Keifer. Both of them are trying to prove who can teach JJ self-defense better. Watching the two of them, JJ starts to think that maybe she could protect herself better on her own than with their help. At one point, Keifer hands JJ his comb and tells her to use it like a knife to attack him. According to Keifer, JJ shouldn't wait for the enemy's weakness. She should strike first and attack directly. All the boys start clapping for JJ, but the moment she goes to attack Keifer, he suddenly grabs her from behind in a very romantic way. Seeing this, the other boys start teasing them. Yuri, watching all of this, feels intense jealousy and anger. JJ immediately breaks free from Keifer's hold, knocks him down onto his knees, and twists his arms behind his back. Everyone is impressed by JJ's self-defense skills. The boys start praising her, but when JJ notices the anger on Yuri's face, she instantly realizes that he's not happy seeing her with Keifer. She starts wondering whose training is actually better, Keifer's or Yuri's. After some time, Yuri messages JJ himself and asks where she is. JJ gets mad at herself for not understanding Yuri's anger earlier and for getting so close to Keifer again. Seeing her lost in thought, CN asks her what's bothering her. JJ replies that after watching everyone's useless self-defense techniques, she realized her own skills are much better than theirs. CN tells her that she still needs to learn proper self-defense from them, otherwise she might end up hurting herself while trying to attack an enemy. During the conversation, JJ casually asks CN about Ayla. She wants to know what happened between them and why they completely stopped talking. CN explains that Ayla misunderstood him over something. When one of his classmates raised a hand against him, Ayla didn't support him, and when he was falsely accused of theft, she believed he was a thief. This incident happened when Elda and her boyfriend accused CN of stealing money from her bag. According to CN, Ayla sided with Elda at that time. Somehow Keifer found out about all of this, but because he was in love with Ayla back then, he never questioned her about it. Hearing this deeply hurts JJ. At that time, Keifer was flirting with her, so does that mean he still has feelings for Ayla? Later in class, JJ is joking around and having a playful argument with some other students. Suddenly, Keifer walks in, silences everyone, grabs JJ's hand, and kisses her in front of the entire class. The students immediately start teasing them. Seeing all this, Yuri burns with anger. JJ realizes how upset Yuri is, so she starts writing him a message on paper to calm him down and talk to him. But the teacher notices this in class, gets angry, and throws JJ out of the classroom. JJ goes and sits alone in the storeroom. After a while, Yuri comes there. He tells JJ that seeing her with another guy makes him extremely jealous. After all, she is his fiancé. JJ herself agreed to this engagement, so why does she keep getting close to Keifer again and hurting his feelings? Yuri says that he loves JJ very much, and if one day his jealousy gets out of control, he could go to any extent to have her. Yuri's words scare JJ. Even so, to calm him down, she hugs him. Yuri kisses her on the cheek and then leaves. As JJ is walking back toward the classroom, Keifer suddenly shows up from nowhere and grabs her tightly. He starts shouting at her and asks where she had gone. He warns her that she should remember she belongs only to him and shouldn't disappear without telling him. He also says that if Yuri ever kisses her again, things will turn very bad for him. Frightened by Keifer's anger, JJ sits down on the ground right there. Both Keifer and Yuri's anger is becoming too much for her. She never imagined that she would get trapped between two guys like this. That night at home, CN notices that JJ looks very disturbed and asks her what happened. JJ doesn't say much. She just asks what Keifer does when he gets extremely angry. CN tells her that once, in anger, Keifer punched Yuri in the face repeatedly, and Yuri didn't fight back at all because he is somewhat timid. Hearing this makes JJ even more scared. To distract her, CN gives her his laptop and tells her to watch a movie while he goes to take a shower. While using the laptop, JJ accidentally finds a hidden folder. Inside it, there is a video. When she plays it, she sees the boys from Section E brutally beating Kiko. CN is the one recording the video. Kiko wasn't beaten without a reason. He had once proposed to JJ, and when she rejected him, Kiko ordered Ram and his gang to attack JJ and Rary so that no one would dare to harm JJ again in the future. But even then, seeing Kiko in that condition makes JJ feel very uncomfortable. When CN comes out of the bathroom and sees JJ watching that video, he immediately understands that explaining things to her will be almost impossible. And that's exactly what happens. happens. According to JJ, no matter how big Kiko's mistake was, beating him so brutally was never right. CN tries hard to explain, but JJ only gets angrier. Instead of calming down, she demands to be told where Kiko is and goes to meet him herself. At that time, Kiko is in the hospital in critical condition. The boys from Section E had beaten him badly, and seeing him like that fills JJ with deep guilt. When Kiko sees JJ, he gets scared and thinks that Keifer or Yuri might come looking for him there. JJ reassures him that no one knows she is there and says she deeply regrets his condition. After all, it was her own friends who did this. But Kiko tells her that he deserved this punishment. He admits that when JJ rejected his proposal, he shouldn't have let his anger take over and ordered an attack on her. He apologizes to JJ. Hearing this, JJ forgives Kiko. Kiko's condition was already at its worst. He had been expelled from school. Freya had broken up with him because she didn't want a disabled boyfriend. It would take Kiko at least 8 months to recover, and even after that, he would need several more months of physical therapy. What hurt him the most was the breakup. According to Kiko, after her first boyfriend died, Freya became very selfish. After his death, she started spending most of her time with Keifer, Yuri, and Eris. That's why they knew better than anyone how much she had changed. All of this feels strange to JJ, but she doesn't have time to think about it. Keifer keeps calling her repeatedly, so JJ quickly leaves for school. When Keifer sees that she arrived late, he starts yelling at her and asks where she was and why she didn't answer his calls. JJ doesn't tell him the truth about meeting Kiko. Only CN knows, and he had already warned her not to tell anyone. All day, one question keeps circling in JJ's mind. How did Freya become friends with Keifer, Yuri, and Eris? And now even Idris is in love with her. JJ had planned to ask Ken about it during lunch, but Ken starts loudly talking about Kiko. Keifer is sitting nearby, and JJ gets nervous, afraid that he might hear and find out she went to meet Kiko. Out of fear, JJ grabs CN and pulls him outside toward the field. There, they run into Josh, who is feeding a stray cat. CN starts playing with the cat, while Josh talks to JJ about the incident that happened during the festival that day. Near the stairs, hidden from everyone's view, Mayo and Kit were kissing, and JJ had seen it. Josh pleads with JJ not to tell Keifer or anyone at school. He doesn't want their being gay to be exposed. They were his friends, and he just wanted them to be happy. JJ promises that she won't tell anyone. While they are talking, the cat suddenly bites CN. JJ takes him to the lunchroom and starts treating his wound. Yuri sees CN so close to JJ and immediately feels jealous. Even though CN is like a brother to him, Yuri still warns him to control himself and stay away from JJ doesn't understand why Yuri has started getting jealous over such small things. On top of that, Keifer is constantly watching her too. She starts to feel suffocated because no one else knows about her engagement to Yuri, so his behavior seems strange to everyone. To avoid questions, JJ makes an excuse about going to the bathroom and leaves. On the rooftop, she meets Kit, who is arguing with Mayo. When JJ asks what happened, Kit explains that his family has forced him to choose between Mayo and his family. Under that pressure, he has been trying to change his sexuality for the sake of his family. JJ tells him that there is nothing wrong with who he is and that he should be proud of himself. In a playful moment, Kit grabs JJ's hand and leans in close to her face. He does this to see if being that close to a girl feels strange to him, since he never felt that way with Mayo. Just then, Mayo sees this and completely misunderstands the situation. He thinks Kit is leaving him for JJ. No matter how much JJ and Kit try to explain, Mayo doesn't stop insulting JJ. He accuses her of playing with Keifer and Yuri's feelings and now trying to steal his boyfriend as well. Hearing this, Kit loses his temper and punches Mayo. JJ is also furious. She shouts that there is nothing going on between her and Kit. They are just good friends, and Kit was not trying to kiss her. By then, Idris also arrives and learns about the fight, but Mayo is still angry and continues questioning JJ's character. JJ can't take it anymore and punches Mayo in the face as well. At that moment, Mayo realizes his mistake. He apologizes to JJ and admits that he shouldn't have judged her without knowing the full truth. JJ doesn't hold any grudge and forgives him. Seeing Idris looking upset, Mayo asks what happened. Idris had just seen Freya on social media with her new boyfriend, which broke his heart. But Mayo doesn't know what advice to give him, since his own love, Kit, is also ignoring him. Mayo and Idris both agree on one thing. No matter how complicated JJ's love life is, both Yuri and Keifer love her like crazy. Still, JJ herself is confused. Mayo advises her to choose Yuri. According to him, Yuri has a soft heart, while Keifer is selfish when it comes to girls. Earlier too, Ayla was going to choose Yuri, and Yuri liked her as well, but Keifer took Ayla away from him. Around the same time, JJ finds out about Josh's girlfriend's death. After that loss, Josh had become very quiet. All these truths shake JJ deeply from within. Just then, Yuri and Keifer appear in front of her. Seeing them, JJ realizes that no matter how much self-defense she learns, choosing one of them will inevitably hurt the other.